Welcome to Man Utd Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for Manchester United news, rumours, and updates. Our first news is £17 million rejection and fan argument tells Man United a lot as Jadon Sancho swap deal emerges. Manchester United may be able to finally offload Jadon Sancho in a swap deal that would see a top European striker with a strong personality head to Old Trafford. A potential swap deal that would see Manchester United part ways with Jadon Sancho and welcome Dusan Vlahovic could be on the cards. The Englishman is expected to be sold this summer after spending the entirety of last season on loan to Chelsea, where he won the UEFA Conference League. Sancho's last game so far for the Red Devils came in the Community Shield last year, with his likely sale putting an end to what has been a hugely disappointing period for both parties. Among the possibilities of his possible departure is the 25-year-old leaving English football to join Juventus in exchange for the Serbian striker. Vlahovic, who was a prior target for Arsenal, has largely played a bench role at the Italian giants since the loan arrival of Randal Kolo Muani in January. Reports in Italy have said that the club are proposing to offer the striker, who has a year left on his contract, in order to capture Sancho, who has not let go of the winger since first registering interest in signing him last year, according to La Gazzetta dello Sport, while Vlahovic has maintained a respectable goal-scoring record of 57 goals in 144 games. The 25-year-old has failed to replicate the devastating form in front of goal that he showed during his time at Fiorentina that he did. Scores 16 goals across all competitions this season, which is just one less than Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee managed combined. On top of his superiority as a scorer ahead of their forward options, the Premier League giants will certainly be buoyed by reports from Corriere dello Sport that Vlahovic turned down a mammoth offer worth £17 million a year from Saudi Pro League side Al Nassr earlier this year. Not yet in his prime, the decision to remain in a top European league will come as a positive sign to United chiefs about the desire the Serb has to accomplish honours at the highest level rather than taking a cash grab. A player devoted to his club and teammates is certainly a sought-after attribute, and it's one Vlahovic displayed last season during a trying time for Juventus, after a fourth consecutive Serie A draw where his side could only muster up a 2-2 draw against Venezia. The Juve players, as per tradition, walked over to the fans under the cover to thank them for their support. Stay tuned for more updates on Man Utd Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more Man United transfer news. Our second news is Man Utd's Bryan Mbeumo plan scuppered by Brentford's transfer demand in latest twist. Manchester United have already seen a bid for Brentford's Bryan Mbeumo knocked back, and the West Londoners have made it clear that any transfer fee needs to be paid up front, not in installments. Manchester United remain in the hunt for Bryan Mbeumo, but Brentford's transfer demands could complicate matters, with Tottenham waiting in the wings. The North Londoners have joined the race after hiring Thomas Frank. Mbeumo has just enjoyed his best season to date, scoring 20 times for the Bees, and that has seen interest in him mount. United are in the market for more firepower this summer but saw their opening offer worth £45 million plus £10 million in add-ons at the start of June rejected. United are preparing a fresh offer for the Cameroon star, but Brentford have made it clear that they want the bulk of Mbeumo's fee to be paid up front, reports the Evening Standard. They do not want to sanction his exit based on a number of installments over several years, that could hamper the plans at Old Trafford, with the Red Devils hoping to pay for Mbeumo gradually if they were successful with a bid. Brentford want a fee similar to the £62.5 million that saw Matheus Cunha join United from Wolves only weeks ago. Even those negotiations caused problems for the Manchester outfit, who must remain compliant with financial rules. They wanted to pay for Cunha over 5 years before eventually meeting Wolves' terms of 3 installments over 2 seasons. It all opens the door for Tottenham, who beat United in the Europa League final last month and can now offer Champions League football, as they look for a new winger. Mbeumo has been identified as a target, as remains open to joining Tottenham, although a switch to Manchester is thought to be his preference. Tottenham have also lined up Bournemouth's Antoine Semenyo as a possible target. Brentford are more than happy for a bidding war to commence as they look to maximize their profit on a player they signed as an unknown quantity back when they were in the Championship. Frank was the man who brought Mbeumo to England as a teenager in 2019, and the pair enjoy a close relationship, having been part of the journey that took Brentford from the Championship to the Premier League before consolidating them as a top-flight side across the following 4 seasons. United boss Ruben Amorim wants to address several areas of his squad this summer, but Cunha is the only man to arrive through the door. Liam Delap was a target, but the striker opted to move to Chelsea instead. The Red Devils could yet pursue Victor Gyökeres, who worked under Amorim at Sporting Lisbon. Stay tuned for more updates on Man Utd Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more Man United transfer news. Our last news is Man United make drastic change behind the scenes, after years of poor transfers. Sir Jim Ratcliffe wants Manchester United to become the world's best when it comes to recruitment and has tasked Christopher Vival with leading a new scouting network. Manchester United have dramatically reduced the size of their scouting network in a bid to put an end to years of bad transfer business. The Red Devils have spent an astonishing £1.6 billion on players since Sir Alex Ferguson retired in 2013, the last time they won the Premier League title. Poor recruitment has been a factor in United's demise, and the new regime at Old Trafford have acknowledged the club's costly mistakes. Director of Recruitment Christopher Vival, 38, will lead a more streamlined scouting network, having joined in February last year. Vival, who previously worked at RB Leipzig before a brief spell with Chelsea, initially arrived at United on a temporary basis, helping them navigate the 2024 summer transfer window. It was their summer first since Sir Jim Ratcliffe became a co-owner, taking control of football operations. German Vival's work behind the scenes has earned him plaudits at Old Trafford, and the hierarchy trust him to improve their recruitment record. That starts with a new-look scouting network. According to the Manchester Evening News, United once had 100 scouts on the payroll, which sources say led to years of poor transfers. Dozens have left the club over the past 12 months, with Ratcliffe overseeing 2 rounds of redundancies. A 10-man team comprising of Armand Benacer, Marco De Sisti, Roy Buchenkamp, Giuseppe Antonaccio, Ben McFarlane, Jose Mayorga, John Lambert, Norbert Dole, Steve Head and Nicolas Sinali are listed as first-team scouts. They'll report to Vival, with Ratcliffe and his fellow bigwigs expecting results. The Red Devils co-owner claimed last year that United were still in the last century on data analysis, a damning indictment on the previous regime led by Ed Woodward. The club has drifted for a long period of time, a decade or so, Ratcliffe lamented in an interview with the fanzine United We Stand. Manchester United has become mediocre. It's not elite, and it is supposed to be one of the best football clubs in the world. That's what it used to be under Alex. There is major change to come to achieve elite status. But already there has been huge change at this club. Until we are as good as anyone in the world, then it's not good enough for Manchester United. We must have the best recruitment in the world. Who should Manchester United sign this summer? Let us know your picks in the comments section. Data analysis comes alongside recruitment. It doesn't really exist here. We're still in the last century on data analysis here. There's immense amount of useful data that we can get from data analysis, and we're in the very poor bracket with data analysis here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Man United Transfer HQ, and turn on notifications so you're always in the loop with the latest transfer news and rumors. One more thing, what are your thoughts on these updates? Comment below.